Hello and welcome to this CGTN live broadcast. I'm Chengxi in Beijing with my colleague Jiaxin.
Hi everyone, we are here at Zhongguancun Forum. This is the 14th time that this place, which is called the Silicon Valley of Beijing, that held its like this high-tech, niche-tech forum. So we are here at its one of its exhibition halls, and it's one of its highlights of the whole forum because it has like 6 sections, and exhibition is one of them, an intuitive and more visualized and more media interested part.
Yes, I mean, Zhongguancun Forum is such a big event, right? Apart from, I think, the 55 sub-forums that we have, ranging from artificial intelligence and carbon neutrality or what have you. But it also features quite a large area of exhibition. I read from the material 2.7 square kilometers worth of exhibition, and this is just one of the many halls, and we have many things on display here. I took the time to we took the time to walk around, and we saw many high-tech stuff. Some we understand, some very complicated, very high-tech. So this is
already beyond our imagination.
Yes. Yeah. So this is a part of an exploring tour and a learning tour also for us to understand what they are.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Like the cars behind us.
Let's start with this. Well, this is easy. This is an easier beginning, right? I've seen this driverless vehicles, right? Now, have you been on the driverless vehicles before?
No, never. Have you?
Oh yeah, I've been on a driverless vehicle several times in my life, but always in the back seat because well, the technology is not as mature now that the companies would want us to be on the driver's seat, but like sometime in the future. But unmanned vehicles like this is already being used in some of the companies in China. For example, I've been to the campus of Alibaba, and they have already been using something like this to deliver their packages and meals, whatever, to their employees. And I think this both and
this one is for logistics. Right?
Yeah, this is for logistics. Yeah, if you open like the storage area here, they have packages and whatever.
Sure. So this is also somehow connected online. Maybe we can control it remotely. If we have like device that can link to the driverless car.
Yeah, and I think it says it has L4 autonomous driving ability as well, because as we all know, autonomous driving has 5 levels, and L4 is already a pretty advanced level for which we can comfortably allow it to navigate campuses, for example, in the Alibaba campus, and it says 24-hour delivery, and that is a huge advantage over human delivery, right? We have resting time, we need to take shifts, but unmanned vehicle has this advantage of we don't need to worry about when could it be operational and when it needs to rest.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah. Let's keep going.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we have a lot more to explore.
A lot of electric cars.
Yes, and then these two are all Chinese brands, I think. Yeah, that is Li Auto, and this is. Yes. And as you can see, there are also sensors on top of the cars.
Sensors on the cars.
And for example, right here, this is the Apollo sensor. This is made by Baidu, one of the leading tech companies in China, whose founder also talked yesterday about the power of AI, but they're pretty huge into advanced software from AI big models to image recognition that really helps autonomous driving, helps the car navigate city roads.
Yeah, and during the forum, I remember he said that artificial intelligence would never replace human beings, but the point is how we can use it better and make it serve us in a better way.
Yes,
yeah,
and I really hope it doesn't replace journalists like us.
Oh yeah, right.
Soon.
Yeah, sure. We can't lose our jobs, right?
Well, hopefully not very soon. Have you used ChatGPT before?
Oh yes.
Recently?
Yeah, sure. I use it to write a report.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it writes well. It writes actually better than me. I'm sorry, I'm gonna lose my job. Jesus.
Well, it's not. Well, my understanding towards it is that it does a very good job, right, of capturing information and arranging them in a very cohesive manner. But in terms of creativity, it still lags a little bit behind human. For example, I cannot just give it a news title and say, okay, give me a well-researched, well-paced news story that has emotional impact. It cannot.
So
it cannot
somehow
do
it
that,
cannot
right?
replace us.
Yeah,
Right?
it's still, right? Still.
Still, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Wow. As you can see, here they showcased a lot of commercial rockets.
Wow.
Yeah. I remember that I've been personally seen how China's Shenzhou 12 and 13's manned spacecraft has been lifted.
Oh, you were there?
Yeah, I was there in Jiaxin Satellite Launch Center.
Wow.
But that's the national project. Yeah, and apart from that, China's space industry has now entered into its commercialization progress rapidly. Yeah, like what has showcased here are all commercial rockets.
Oh,
but I'm sure,
rockets.
yeah, I really hope to talk to someone here. Yeah. Hi. Oh, Mr. Chen, welcome to our CGTN show. So would you like to give us a hint of what products belongs to your company and what's the highlight of these commercial rockets?
Okay, of course. This is our reusable media. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is our. Sorry. This is our medium scale reusable launch vehicle. The most important character or the highlight of this launch vehicle is reusable. It's a reusable launch vehicle. Actually, the first stage could be recovered, and we can refurbish it and add a new second stage and launch a satellite again.
So it is recyclable, reusable. Yeah. How can we do that?
Yes, actually, first, if we want to reuse something, we need to recover it. Actually, after this, we can see three bolsters. We call it bolster. The core bolster, the side bolster. We call it bolster core. And then the first stage is the bolster, and the second stage and the fairing on top. The fairing, satellite in the fairing. And the first stage and the side bolster can be reused. After the separation of the side bolster and the separation between the first stage and second stage, the bolsters, the three bolsters, can modify its altitude and the trajectory, fly back to Earth. During the re-entry process, we call it the flight process called re-entry. During the re-entry process, the grid fin could control its altitude, and the engine can restart again to reduce the velocity. And the landing gear, we can see the foldable landing gear. The landing gear can help the launch vehicle land on the platform vertically. So after landing, we can recover it and transport to our assembly plant to refurbish it. And during the second assembly process, we add the second stage and the fairing with the satellites on it. We assemble a full rocket and launch again. The reusable technology can reduce the launch cost and shorten the period between the two launch missions.
Definitely, yeah.
Time. Yeah.
It saves.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it definitely saves saves money,
Yeah.
human labor.
Yeah, I mean, lowering costs is one of the main goals of this industry, right? But I have a question: how far along are you in this development process? Have you built it, or have you done experiments, or have you tried lifting it off, or how far along are you in the process?
Actually, we start is we call it a program demonstration, and from 2020. And we start its program design, the design process from 2021, and we plan to conduct its first launch mission in 2025. So the whole development period is about 5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years to self-develop such a engine and rocket, right?
Design, ground experiments, including propulsion system tests and other tests, and the preparation for the launch mission. 5 to 6 years, including the design and the development.
So how many of the technology in here is proprietary that you've developed yourself, that's developed domestically in China?
Almost all developed by us. We have the whole, intellectual rights of this rocket. Of course, we can obtain some support from other experts or, supplier, but the whole design is conducted by.
Patent belongs to us. The core patent, I mean.
Yes, of course.
Are these all your investors who are interested?
All of them. Part of them, because we have new investors.
I see a lot of venture capitalists and investment banks. Yeah. Surely this is an area that's attracting a lot of interest in capital and resources. Yeah.
Well, have it been applied to the actual launch? Like, can it be used in a manned mission or some other missions?
Actually, personally, I hope the launch vehicle could use it for the crewed space flight. But at present, we need to satisfy the needs of satellite launch missions, and we are striving for the opportunity for cargo spacecraft launch mission. Yeah, and we hope to use it for crewed missions after the improvement of reliability.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chen Guang, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's really cool.
That is a very interesting thing to see, because I see a lot of rocket technology research worldwide, especially in the private sector, really focuses on how do you lower the cost, because I think Elon Musk has said that SpaceX's main mission is to really being able to retrieve the rockets. That saves a lot of costs and obviously much more cheaper than NASA's way of discarding the whole rocket, and that could lowering the cost would really expedite the process of promoting this technology into the commercial sector, into civilian sector that people can actually afford.
So as we are paying more attention to like international commercialized flight missions, maybe we can have an eye on China's commercial flight development in the future. Yeah. Okay. So here we are at a plate of drones. Yeah, drones. All kinds of different kinds.
Obviously a drone leader. If you're into videography at all, you would know that China's drone makers pretty much dominate the global market in terms of commercial drones and video making sector. But
like a lot of them have been used in like fire and rescue, which definitely saves human labor, and also it can be put into many dangerous situations.
I mean, the whole point is not only to save costs, right? Is to save lives, because, for example, if there's a forest fire, if a unmanned aircraft can go in and toss chemicals to put out the fire, it is definitely much more cost effective than sending humans in.
Yeah, sure. Well, as we are here, I'm wondering, what are those drones for? Hi, are you in charge of this part? Yeah. Maybe would you like to tell us what are those drones mainly for? Are they different from other ones?
Yes, and
I can hold this for you.
oh, okay. This one is high-speed helicopters, unmanned helicopter in China, and this one can take off and land at Everest base camp about 5,200 miles in China.
You mean it can fly pretty high and far, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
okay.
And
this is pretty fast as well. 180 kilometers per hour. That is very, very fast. Like in terms of car speed, that is super fast.
Right.
Right.
And it can load quite a lot, right?
yeah.
Like
it can load
120 kilograms.
No, it actually can load 200 kgs.
Oh, kilograms. Wow. So it's mainly for logistics or other use?
We can use this to emergency rescue and fire rescue and transportation.
Transportation.
Compared to the traditional transportation, it can use in very high
altitude?
Altitude.
It can achieve at 6,005 meters.
So for example, if I'm stuck in a snow mountain, it can at least like toss in some really materials before the team could arrive, right? Because I think it works at minus 40 Celsius degrees. So it's pretty much everywhere on Earth, right?
Yeah. It can quickly arrive at remote areas and high altitude areas.
Has it been applied to real life, like actual life?
Yeah, it has been used in many places, and 这个的话就是我们是应用于新疆跟敦煌，然后它是目前是完成了那个试飞跟交装。
Okay, so it has been through trials in Xinjiang, testified flights in Xinjiang and Dunhuang, yeah, the northwestern part of China, right? Yeah. And okay, wow, this one's red. Yeah.
Not the same.
No, not the same. This one is
mainly for rescue, right?
Yeah, it's meant for emergency rescue and fire rescue. And this one is it can achieve at 3,500 miles.
Meters, you mean?
Meters.
Okay.
What are these like on the side? Are these? They look like rocket launchers, but I know that.
Yeah, what are these for?
这个主要是应用于灭火的，它是灭火的消防弹。
It's like bullets that you shoot at the fire to extinguish it. Like
it can through
to put out the fire.
Yeah.
可以扔进那个精准的扔进这个火源，然后来达到我们灭火的目的。
Okay.
Each missile
Could be more exact.
Yeah, I mean each missile I think contains like fire extinguishing materials where you can shoot at the fire. Well, that's I think much more efficient than
Much more efficient
load of water.
Yeah, sure,
Yes.
definitely. That's what I want to say.
It can free firefighters from dangerous tasks.
Of course. Since it's a humanless helicopter, it definitely frees human out of danger.
Yes.
Of course.
Wow.
Actually, it is used. It has been used in Pinggu and other in Beijing.
Pinggu and Beijing's.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been already applied in actual events in Pinggu area and Beijing. Wow.
You can fly
and if we look into the speed, the height, yeah. 3,500 meters. That's enough for most of the mountains, right?
Yeah. And you can fly for more than 4 hours.
Oh, more than
with
4 hours.
50 kilograms
50
of cargo.
kilograms of cargo.
它主要是由它搭载的重量决定它飞行的时间。
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. The more it carries, the less it flies, right? Yeah. Okay. Great. Another thing to save our life.
Well, I surely hope that I won't see it actually in my life, but it's good to know that we have it.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
good. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. Oh, these are smaller drones.
Yeah. So these are smaller for camera shoot, maybe.
Camera?
I saw the camera lens over here.
这个是应用于河道巡检，然后管道巡查、仓库巡查、电力巡检都可以。
More for inspections, right?
Inspections.
Inspections on over river canals and places where people would be hard to access, right?
Yeah.
So,
Great.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you very
Thank you very
much. Okay. Wow. How do you feel, Jason?
Yeah, that's eye-opening. Well, as I said, I surely hope that I won't really need to use one of these in the future.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's good to know that we have it.
Yeah. And China, I think, really is a leader in drone technology. Like every time, either I go to a consumer expo or Shanghai's export expo, I most often than not see lots of different drones.
Hello there. Oh, it's a cleaner,
saying
right?
hello?
Yeah, hello. It's a
Or
cleaner.
is it saying that I'm on its way?
We are on its way. Sorry
Probably the
about
latter.
that.
Okay, what is this?
Wow. This one looks complicated. But this part is mainly for biological and medicine technology.
Yeah.
So,
It feels like he's doing an experiment.
嗨，您好。
Yeah.
能跟我们介绍现在这个大的这个机器是在做什么吗？
好的，我们这是北京树瑞机器人股份有限公司，然后我是副总经理胡慧慧。我们这次是首次参加中关村论坛，那么我们带来的产品也是我们上海交通大学徐凯教授历经20年研发，然后推出的这一款全球首台单孔蛇形臂腔镜手术机器人。
Give me a sec to translate. Okay, so this is very professional. This robot is you take 20 years to self-develop it, right?
Yeah.
Based on the technology from Xu Kai professor from Shanghai Jiaxin University, right? Okay, and this one's mainly for surgery and minimally like sometimes.
Minimally
微创手术
minimally intrusive.
intrusive
Right.
surgeries, yeah, and that one's a
Yeah,
little
looks
bit
very
snake-like.
Is
Yeah.
he operating on there? 他是正在操作那边。
Oh, so it's like on the other side of the robotic arm. Yeah, this is like a command system.
对，这是主控台车，也就是医生坐在这里，然后呢，通过我们这个6个关节的这个摇操作臂，然后来操作，也就是手术台车，也就是医生在这儿，患者躺在这个手术台车底下，然后来实施它的微创。那么我现在展示的呢，首先是单孔，那么我们拿了一个烧瓶，就要通过烧瓶这个2.5到4厘米口径的大小，把这个一个手术工具。 一个内窥镜和3个手术工具送入到人的腔体，也就是腹腔和胸腔。
Okay, okay. So here we've already seen that.
Yes, so he's operating from there at an egg right here. So
Yeah,
this looks like
it's a raw egg. It's a raw.
It's a raw egg.
Yeah,
Wow.
it is a raw egg.
So it needs to be very precise and stable.
Yeah, sure.
Well, I'm going to ask, what's the advantage of using this machine? 它与人手做手术对比的话，它的优势会在哪？什么地方？
好，我们现在正在这个播的是一个生的鹌鹑蛋，所以它能把这个生的鹌鹑蛋仅有0.17毫米厚的生鹌鹑蛋皮，然后就给剥下来。首先，人不可能通过我这个2.5到4厘米这个口径来做手术。 对吧？那么人的手是进不去的，而我们又在这个烧瓶大小这个口径里边来实施。那么很多，而且我这个医生是通过坐在那儿放大了7.8倍的我的内窥镜，那么看的就更加清楚和精准。另外呢，就是我们叫蛇形臂，那它就能够绕过你的前面的组织呀、血管呀、器官呀，然后到一个人的手，有的时候根本没办法到的一些部位来开展这种精准手术，所以它比人呢更精准灵活。尤其我们现在在播这个生的鹌鹑蛋，我的操作人员呢是从早一直播到晚，然后连续的播，那么我也证明我的产品的精准、稳定、灵活，而且安全有效。
So here's how it goes, right? This magic arms go through a hole this wide. See the circumference of this hole like this. If you're going to be in an operation, this is going to be your wound. If an actual surgeon needs to operate on you within your body that's going to bypass all the organs and go straight to the surgery area, the surgeon's hands might not fit into a hole this small, right? So that's when the machine comes into play. It can fit into smaller wounds and go straight to the surgery area, bypassing the organs. So keeping the wound minimally intrusive. That's the idea of not inflicting a larger wound on your body when doing a surgery, right? And it can be really stable without the micro vibrations of a human hand, so it can operate, as you can see, peeling off the shells that is 0.17 millimeters thick. Yeah, that just speaks to the precision of the operation here. And well, I also want to know what are the difficulties of using this machine. Do people need to be specially trained? 就是要操作的话，是需要一个专门的培训吗？还是这个难度大不大呢？
这个难度不大。虽然我们对于医生来说是发这个培训证书的，但是我们现在来看观察，尤其是年轻的大夫，一般经过5到7例就是动物实验的手术来实习以后，基本上就已经完全掌握了我们这个操作技能。那么您也可以看到我们的操作人员就像一位大夫似的坐在这儿，实际上他就能够实施一些精准的一些操控。其实一会儿您也可以试一下，然后你。
Yeah, we can try it later. I mean, and the doctor, I think, she said, with I think 5 or 6 times of, for example, animal experiment, they can with confidence operate this machine. And hopefully, Jiaxin, you can try it out. Maybe later when he's done. 但是这个的设备的它的。例如说，其中一个难点就是说，它这里的动作跟这里的协同性要怎么样保证的要非常高呢？这是关乎于网络的质量呢，还是说这个整个系统的质量？我们应该怎么样去理解这件事情？
这是一个系统的质量。为什么我们要历经20年来进行这个研发？实际上，我们一直都在解决它的算法，然后它的精准性，包括它的这个承重力，然后包括它要通过。你的这个手操作，然后通过我们的各种算法，然后通过数据线要传输到这个手术工具的指令来实施你的相应的控制，所以这些呢都是在系统的整体的控制下来能够完成和实施的。
So she's saying that one of the biggest challenge over this 20-year time frame of development is to really fine-tune the system to achieve maximum precision. Right? This is most often than not a life-threatening matter, right? If you really need to be precise and really need to be intuitive when you operate this machine. Jiaxin, you want to try it out? 像我们现在他们可以试吗？
Try it.
我是不是要培训我一下？
我可以给你解释一下，你看，
这可能是我第一次动手术。
是我们的操作人员实际上是3个手指头，对。3个手指头，那么中间呢，它叫离合。你可以通过这2个臂进去以后，当你一捏合，就相当于唤醒了我们的手术工具。你看，当你的那个头部一离开我的这个内窥镜，这个手术工具也被停止了。那么需要第一个，你的眼睛要靠在我的内窥镜，并且你要捏合了以后，我的手术工具就会被你唤醒。
明白了。
好，那么在这个视野下面呢，你就可以来操控一下你的动感，那么我们就需要，其实你看到了一个很大的动作，但是因为我们这是扩大了7.8倍，所以其实你的动作其实很微小，而且看得非常清楚。
哎，这样真好。
对，好 ，You can try it。好 ，OK。
Thank you。
Wow, this is so cool.
Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. I mean, as a biology student.
Dr. Jiaxin on the move.
So I just need to put my fingers over here, right?
Okay, describe what you're doing because I have no idea.
Okay, so I'm trying to peel off a piece of. Oh, I got it! Oh my goodness! But I need to put it.
You've got talent.
Oh, it's really flexible. Yeah. But even though I feel like I had a big move here, it doesn't show like
Is it very sensitive to your movement?
it is sensitive, but you see,
Oh my God.
I've done it with quite a lot of power, but it does not show that much over there because sorry, I'm not a good doctor.
At least it's not broken.
Yeah, it's
At least it's not broken.
And they said that it has kept a record that it's never failed to penetrate into the egg, actually. Yeah.
I feel like I would break it.
You want to try it?
Want to try?
Would you like to try it? Come on, come on.
Will I be the one that
Yeah,
breaks
are you excited?
company history
Yeah.
in breaking this egg? Oh!
Oh,
I think
be
I'm already
careful.
poking into it. Ah.
Taste it.
Okay.
bite it.
Okay.
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 You ready?
哦，又加住了，实际上是
You
加
got
住
it.
了。
You got it.
You got it.
绣花呢？
哎呀，哎呀，哎呀。
That's Dr. Jason on the show.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you got it.
我们可以做手术的。
It's just like a video game.
对，因为我们的叫同向性比较好，所以因为人都是有一些动作的自然弯曲嘛。但是通过我们这个演算算法，所以我们的同向性就跟我们，比如您想去缝针这种弯曲，它的那个机器手也会同向，这种同向就会大大的缩短医护人员他的学习的曲线。
Wow. So it actually analyzes how a human bare hands would move,
Yeah.
and it kind of amplify our need, right?
Yeah， 对，就是能减少因为你的同向就
Oh, and
其
it
他达芬
reduces the risk.
哎对
Yeah.
对，你看像达芬奇他们更多的叫机械臂，它叫直进直出，那么它的前端，那么我们是弧形的，我们还要去适应先直再去弯这种动作，所以我们现在用的是蛇形臂，因为它是仿的是人的手指头。
Oh.
通过10多根的镍钛合金丝，然后来牵拉一节一节的关节，然后我的关节越多，我的灵活度就越高。
So the reason why it's flexible is because it uses a material. Let me see the translation. Like the snake-like surgical instruments, right? It uses the material as netino, right? Netino. Yeah. To make it more flexible, dexterous, and nimble. Just as flexible as human hands, but
Yeah.
it can also get into a narrower place
Yeah.
without harming without harming too much. Wow,
Yes.
you did
Well,
it.
You feel
Oh yes, yes. I feel one step closer to being a doctor. I'm just joking, but I do feel like it's more intuitive than I think, because when you move it, it has this little vibrations that tell you that you've successfully moved it. Right? I'm not just moving on air. I don't know if I don't know how much I move this thing, but it has micro vibrations that reacts to your movement and makes your movement feels much more solid when you move it. Right?
So it's more stable than an actual surgery
对对对。
operation, right?
对，所以我们现在因为它叫腔镜，所以目前应用呢都是在腹腔和胸腔，比如说泌尿外科呀、妇科呀、普外科，我们正在拓展胸外科以及心脏外科的一些手术。那么我们在协和医院，它现在都是在肚脐作为一个手术切口，那么帮肚脐缝合了以后，在外面就看不到手术切口了。
All right. A lot of professional words again. Let me look into it. Yeah. It can be applied for like many indications, including urology, gynecology. Am I correct? Gynecology. Yeah, yeah, and general surgery, as well as thoracic surgery, right?
So I guess generally where people have like cavities, right? Have like empty spaces within your body. Like it can really goes into that empty space, but have a very really small wound. And the doctor actually just told us that that they usually, for now, use our belly button as the point of entry, right? So when you sew up the wound, people won't notice that you have a wound on your body because you already have that belly button.
It reduces as much as possible to harm our body, to dig a hole on our body, right?
Our cameraman is trying it out.
Yeah, our cameraman is trying to peel off it.
我有一个最短的展出距离，就是我有7厘米，就是我进到我的人体内以后，我在7厘米这么小的空间里，我就能够展出我的手术工具，能做相应的手术。我为什么强调这个呢？因为儿童他的腹腔和他就没有这么大的 big 这个空间。那么对，所以呢，我们在儿科医院做的手术都大受孩子们的那个家长们的欢迎，因为肚脐作为一个切口，大的手术在孩子身上看不着手术切口了。
So especially in children's surgeries, this one can offers quite large advantages.
So how many actual surgeries have you done, like actual in Beijing or across China? 做过多少
？300多例，然后我们的手术成功率是100%。尤其我们现在在
100%
这个生的鹌鹑蛋，然后从早剥到晚，所以我们也是证明我们这个产品它的这个安全和稳定。
然后一个生的鹌鹑蛋从早到晚都没有破过，对吧？
是的。
即使是我们这种2把刀医生上手，也没有让它变。
对，好在没有在我们的操作下破，不然的话就破了你们的记录了。
Very interesting.
So over 300 surgeries have been done using this device across China. Hasn't failed once, like including us.
It hasn't failed once. Yeah, it's been applied to over 300 surgeries, including the removal of tumors, right? 就是做什么肿瘤切除术也可以用它，对吧？
对，我们现在都做的是就是难度是4级的，也就是比如说前列腺癌的根治术，肾癌的肾部分切。那么肾癌为什么要强调肾部分切呢？很多的这个肾癌原来都是把那个肾整个就切掉了，因为它在这个外面的时候看不清楚哪些部分需要保留。而我们这台手术机器人呢，您刚才也看见了，它能够非常清楚的看到手术的边界和手术的这个边缘，所以我们做的更多的就是肾的部分切，那么保留人体的更多的脏器，那它的愈后的恢复其实对人是最好的。那么你要装一个别的或者是其他人员的肾呢，可能就是你有很多排异性啊，或者这种愈后其实是很痛苦的，所以这也是我们这个机器一大特点。
The other advantage to remove part of the kidney with diseases, without remove it all. Yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. 谢谢。Okay.
Should we move over this side or that side?
Maybe that side?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you?
I don't know. I'm just walking around. I think let's see what else do we have.
Yeah, it is a large hole.
Well, I see there they have like a picture drawing machine.
Oh yeah.
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 Should we try it out?
Sure.
你好，可以给我们介绍一下这个吗？
您好。
they're still in calibration right now.
Yeah.
那我们是要等会儿再过来吗？还是是？因为我们在直播过程中，好。All right. Well, they're still in calibration, so we'll check it out later. But I mean, the basic idea is the same, like using robot arms that achieve really precision maneuvers, where the human hands sometimes
cannot reach, right?
I mean, we all got shakiness and imprecisions that things happen, right? So the robot arm is to really eliminate these opportunities. Okay, on our left side is the metaverse.
Metaverse, wow.
Well, metaverse has been such a hot topic last year before generative AI really dominated the entire hype. But like metaverse is still a pretty hot area where companies like Facebook, oh, it's not Facebook anymore, it's Meta, pledging to invest a lot of money in it. So this is her avatar, right?
Oh.
This company is called Step VR. So okay, so it has this whole contraption tied to your body. I think it senses your movement.
This one's interesting. Would you like to dance for a while?
Well, I think that avatar suits you way better than me.
No, I think it might generate a man character for you.
I mean, that female character is much more pleasing. I think you can definitely try it out.
Yeah,
so it has
later.
quite a lot of. I think it has quite a lot of sensors on this person's body. I think on the knee.
It might take a while to put them on.
Yeah, it might take a while. Yeah, but the idea is to have like a avatar that is as close to your real life body as possible for you to have like an immersive experience in the metaverse, right? That's the idea of living in the metaverse.
I've never tried those before.
Oh, he's putting it off. Do you want to try it on?
Yeah, why not?
I think,
Since we're here, right? Yeah, sure.
我们这样做直播，我们的记者可以穿一下试试吗？好的。
哇，这个感觉也太好了。It feels so good. 哦，我有个问题啊，这个小人物他的那个造型是确定的吗？还是说也可以变换的？
可以随便做。
哦。
然后我们这套设备可以适配任何的模型跟那个骨骼都可以适配的。
So the character over here can be designed.
Maybe you can choose one that's more to your liking, right?
Do we have other options?
可以。
哎，那我们来看看啊。
模型我们放置的现在有这么多，但是有大部分。
A lot of options.
对，然后还有包括一些场景。特效。
OK. I trust you， 就是我相信您，您给我选一个适合我的就行。
行 ，OK， 您穿一下吧。
哦，好呀。OK， 那我试一下。
All right, you try it out. You try it out. Okay, let's. Okay, this bald guy is much more closer than how I actually look. Well, they have a lot of different characters. 对，先放个美版的，她女的话就是搞个女性角色，对。就这个吧，或者星星，它很高，对，它很高。你们自己说。How do you feel?
Wow, they says it's heavy. I feel
Is it
like
uncomfortable?
It's okay. Yeah, it fits my body well because it can be adjusted. Yeah. Oh my God, is this me?
It's going to be. I think so.
老师，咱能换一个中性一点的角色吗？It's way too much for me. No, that's not me. That's definitely not me. Okay. 大哥。Wow. So later on, maybe I can try a dance.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, and see how flexible, how sensitive it is.
Okay, lift your leg.
Oh, right. Sorry. 还行。哎，这个它不会掉哈。哦。这个太神奇了。
It also captures your facial information.
这是插充电宝的吗？杰森，充电宝拿来。
充电宝。
对，这个是后面，给你接电了啊。
哎 ，Wait, this one， 这个它很容易掉哎，还是说？
头顶这很容易掉。
哦，
等会儿把你头发往后搂一下。
好呀。
你得勒吧，使劲，用力。掉。
哎呀。Oh, yeah, it looks like this.
It also captures your facial expression, I think.
Expressions, right? Okay. If I smile, can it show over there?
Oh,
Oh,
you need
okay.
to calibrate, yes. Okay, it's calibrated.
Is that me?
Yes.
Oh my God, please
Yeah, yeah.
change one.
It is you.
Please change one.
说还想换一个，他说。
No, I will never.
换一个那个。嗯。
或者你想职业一点。
职业一点的吧。嗯。Wow, so like you own like $1 billion company.
I'm dressing like a president, right?
Yes, yes.
Oh my God. So maybe let's try some simple move, right? Okay. Then what about the dance? Like it moves like pretty.
Can you see? Can you see? You can see, right?
Yeah, I can see it from here. Great. Okay. So let's try some dance
Yes.
according to the music. All right. Come on. What about turn around?
Yeah, you can.
Turn around. Okay. Hello there. Hi. And what about my leg? Oh, is this my leg as well, right?
Yes.
Come on. Okay. Like ballet. Ballet's gonna be. Does she turn around?
yes.
Okay, once again.
100% corresponding.
Ooh,
Wow.
Wow. Okay, once again. Okay.
Her legs is like hanging in the middle. Okay, it's back. Ah, so I'm blocking the sensor. Okay, I'm standing further away.
It's okay. Yeah. You can explain it for me. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
make some moves.
Okay, let's see our dancer Jiaxin make some moves. Mm.
Hello there. So my cameraman.
需要英文。
Actually,
可以英文介绍吗？您是吗？啊。All right.
这个技术点我可以简单的说一下。
All right. Let's talk to one of the staff here at the.
clap my hand.
Okay. Ah. Okay. So what technology is it using?
Yeah, there are 4 light tower. We call them light tower. It is
Light towers.
Yeah, it is a laser sensor. It will emit the laser beam on the wave specific waves and range, and it places on in 3 meters by 3 meters, and it will capture 15 major joint bond on actress body and 12 finger joint points on the actress hands, and so that it will performers the actress the content on the software, and you can change the character and it rendered by a real engine and displayed on the screen in real time.
Ah. So I can see this being used in, for example, online chat rooms and online video games where you have your own avatar, and it's much more complex than before, right? Now you can control every movement of your own avatar. Like, how do you see the commercialization of this product going forward? What does it have to do? Does it have to be lighter or cheaper in the future for it to be massively adopted?
Yeah, our system called iMetastar is contained software and hardware and some equipments. So you can actually is in real time to performers your live streaming. Yeah.
Okay. So has it been used on live streams before?
Yeah.
Sounds very interesting. So it uses laser beams to capture movement. How big is this area again?
3 meters
Three
by 3 meters.
3 by
Yeah.
3. Okay, so
Full light tower, full laser sensor, and laser sensor and inertial components on actress arms and bodies.
Interesting, interesting. Yeah, how do you like it?
Would you like to try it on?
I'm okay. I'm okay.
I feel like I'm more shy when I have it on to make some move. Yeah, maybe because it's my first time. Yeah. But without it, I feel
it's very
more
entertaining
natural.
watching it. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Let's move to the next
Yeah.
category. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. Is it available commercially? Can we, like, as consumers, buy it at the moment?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's expensive and precise and safe and fast. Yeah. It's the best solution in motion capture field.
So motion capture is a very it is a very important aspect of the metaverse, right? In the metaverse, you need to try your best to represent, like, how you look, who you are, like, faithfully, or maybe with a twist. But like you want more points of information input into the metaverse. It's not just your face on a camera, but it needs to be your, like,
you can
bodies.
change character.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It represents how to say. 我不知道怎么讲，它是一个里程碑，反正我觉得。
It is a milestone because, like, I mean, for example, I can be Iron Man online, right? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. 谢谢。对，直播。Thank you. Yeah, we were just saying that with this, I might as well be Iron Man online. I can be much more imaginative with it. Yeah.
Well, this is really surprising.
Okay. All right. What should we check out next?
Maybe like.
All right. Let's move over to that side, right?
Yeah.
Move over to that side. Okay. This section is, well, judging by the color, it's more about the green nature.
Yeah.
I mean,
environmental friendly.
Yeah, I mean, carbon neutrality and carbon peak is one of the major points of discussion at the Zhongguancun Forum. We've got many sub-forums devoted to it.
Right.
So this is more about green energy.
Green development.
Yeah, and over here is a much more cutting edge sector.
Oh yeah, very niche.
You reported on it yesterday, right?
Yes, I've been to one of the parallel farms of this integrated circuit chip, which is also open source based.
So educate me. What is open source and what is open source chip? Like,
as far as what I am concerned, it is like open source to everyone. Everyone can access it freely, without proprietary, without property protection.
I can use it for free.
Yeah, of course. If you manage the technology to design a chip, and if you understand how to use it, so that's basically, everybody can access it. So this is becoming the next dominant of the tech industry, comparing with the closed source like x86 and ARM. ARM.
So Intel and ARM, right?
Yeah, Intel and ARM.
They have their proprietary technology.
Yeah, to design chips.
Yeah, if you want to use it, you need to purchase their.
You need to purchase their ISAs, like instruction set architecture. So which is.
Okay.
So right now the RISC-V is the new generation. It is
open source.
It's the open source. It's developed by United States in 2010, and since then. Many more companies are trying to use this technology.
many
to design
companies
and develop their own chips.
develop their own chip. Like many companies use this platform to
Yeah.
develop their own chip because it's open source. It's open to everyone.
Yes, yes.
So and is it as capable as the x86 platforms that you talked about?
x86 and ARM are dominant ISAs, but it doesn't mean that it is the most advanced. As long as people are, like more and more people are getting to use RISC-V, so scientists believe that in the years to come, this will become the major trend of tech industry. So that's why China is using this opportunity to develop its own chips. Yeah.
Okay, so this is next generation communication. I think there is a sub-forum here on, I think, 6G.
6G.
Wow,
It's even 6G.
we've just entered 5G and now they're talking about 6G.
There's so much more to see than can be seen, over here. So once again, the forum is themed as open cooperation to a shared future, which means that something like open source chip or other cooperation in the niche technology will become the major trend in the years to come. And here we have a dog,
Oh, wow.
a robot dog,
A lot of companies are developing
very nimble. Hello there. The cameraman's trying to play with it, to move and see who's even more nimble. Oh. All right, see you. It's jumping. It's jumping. Great.
The robot dog, the idea of that robot dog is pretty similar to the drone, right? For example, hazardous environments where you have, like, for example, a cave-in. It's much more efficient to send a robot dog in there, as opposed to sending actual people. Right. Right, there's a humanoid robot over there.
Humanoid robot.
Yeah, I think. Oh, this is the Beijing bank. Okay. Well, many banks are using like robots as service professionals right now, right? I've done a story on in Shanghai, I think 4 or 5 years ago, about them using robots already as some of the service professionals at one of their branches. Also,
here's the live stream.
Live stream.
Studio.
Well, it's so popular, right? These vertical style live streams on, for example, TikTok. Well, this booth is from it says Douyin Group. I think it's part of ByteDance, part of the company that owns TikTok.
All right. So let's call it a day.
Well, that's yeah, okay.
Yeah.
We've pretty much toured everything
Pretty
right
much
here.
toward everything.
Yes.
Yeah. This hall is big enough, but anyway, we've seen a lot.
Yeah. Yes. We stop right here.
Yep.
Okay. 我们在这里收吧。
行。
Move to the entrance where we can wrap up there.
Okay.
Right. So, well, how do you feel about the exhibition so far?
So I think it's first of all it's a large forum that lasts 6 days. So for the next for the following days to come, I'm pretty sure that we're focusing on artificial intelligence, brain-computer interfaces, and chips. like the open source chip we just talked about. And it's been 14 times that this area, Zhongguancun, has hosted the forum like this. Well, over the past year, there are pretty many statistics that can support the status of the so-called Silicon Valley of China. Because
I think there's an achievement showcase over there.
Yeah,
like that just shows what you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's check some of the statistics.
Every 5 minutes, they said Zhongguancun, as well as the whole Beijing, can see the birth of a technology-based company.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's pretty fast. If we talk about every 5 minutes on average, one company is born. Also, this place owns 80 national key laboratories that can be the pretty high level, and it ranks the first in the country.
Yeah.
Yeah. The unicorn companies here also is the third largest in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, indeed, this Zhongguancun, it is the Silicon Valley of China, because when I first came to Beijing like 15 years ago, this Zhongguancun, it's already synonym with high tech and innovation here in China. I think this here shows some of the statistics of this Zhongguancun area. This shows the composite annual growth rate of the total revenue of companies within the Zhongguancun area from 2012 to 2022, and you can just visually see the growth right here, right, year by year. Yeah, and it says the International Intellectual Property Organization says the Beijing lists third around the world for a powerful technology clusters in the world. So this just really goes to show just the power of Zhongguancun. Well, at a Invest Beijing forum, a sub-forum yesterday, I think over $8.5 billion of deals were signed, and then state officials also said at the opening ceremony of the Zhongguancun Forum that a lot of international institutions, from robotics to battery making and to smart manufacturing, have set up their presence in Beijing. So this just echoes President Xi's congratulatory letter that says Beijing is striving to become one of the biggest international tech innovation centers of the world.
Yeah,
right?
and a lot of international organizations and institutions have just established their, institutions here in Beijing, which also echoes President Xi's calling, right?
Yeah, and he's also stressing on this need of having international cooperation in terms of high-tech cooperation instead of hostility. And that could be shown by just how many international guests and experts choose to be present here at the forum, whether through video chat. We saw Bill Gates making a speech yesterday. You were there, praising China's role in anti-pandemic work and food security. And we've talked to several academy members of engineering institutes around the world yesterday that stresses the importance of cooperating with China in terms of climate change, in terms of high-end engineering.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So all in all, cooperation is the theme, and that means this place is going to be more open to the world, and we wish it all the best.
Yes,
right?
we wish
hope
it all
that
the best.
Next year it will showcase us more surprises.
Yeah, next year we'll see what's different at this pavilion, at this exhibition, and we'll see you at this probably the same time next year.
Yeah, probably. See you.
Yeah, this wraps up this live broadcast. I'm Chengxi, and this is my colleague
I'm
Jiaxin.
Jiaxin. Yeah.
And we'll see you in the next one.